Hey, I'm Ray Talabas. Doing another edition in my series of cigar reviews, video cigar reviews. This particular cigar, I've never smoked before. It's a cigar from Avo. Avo is a brand that is produced by Davidoff. Davidoff is a Dominican Republic cigar company. Um, it's a first for Avo. The cigar that I'm going to review for a couple of reasons. I'll get to that in a second. Like I said before, I've never smoked this particular cigar before, so this is it's a first for me for this type of cigar. Um, I love Avos in general, though, especially the Avo XO and the Avo Classic. I've never really had any of the special edition ones like the LEs or whatever, or the I have a birthday one. I forget which birthday. I mean, Avo Uvezian, R.I.P. or Avo Uvezian, was a great musician. Turned into a tobacco kind of guy. He passed away, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago, or a couple of years ago. Um, all I know is he was a great musician. And he loved cigars and decided to make his own cigars. Eventually through Davidoff. Most of his cigars are Dominican made, with most primarily Dominican tobacco. Sometimes with Ecuadorian wrappers on some of his cigars, but mostly Dominican tobacco. So this is a first for him. This type of cigar, the Avo. Today's review is going to be on the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro Tubo. As you can see, it's in a tube. It's a square tube. Couple of reasons why it's a first for Avo. This Avo Syncro Nicaragua is that it's the first Avo to use Nicaraguan tobacco, hence Avo Syncro Nicaragua, and also it's his first box press cigar. So first for a couple of things. Go ahead and remove it from the tube. Um, doesn't want to come out. So this is the Avo Syncro Nicaragua. It's got, I would say, a rosado color to it. Um, Beautiful band. Um, it's a Toro, so it's about like I would say 5 3/4 by 50. As you can tell, it's box press. It's a box press Toro. Um, the the components of this Avo is Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with Dominican binder and Dominican Nicaraguan, hence Avo Synchro Nicaragua, and also Peruvian tobacco in the fillers. So that's the cigar we'll be doing for the review. The Avo. Going to be pairing it with a couple of beverages today. Um, some water, some cafe, couple alcoholic beverages as usual. Pairing it with a beautiful chocolatey malty Guinness, and also one of my personal favorites, as you can tell. I've gone through a lot of this already. Good old Crown Royal, Canadian whiskey, Canadian blended whiskey. Um, Wonderful whiskey. It's a wonderful Friday afternoon, fall afternoon, in Baltimore, Maryland. It's around 2:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore. It's a wonderful Friday afternoon. The weekend's coming. You know what I mean? Gonna see if I can like probably go out tonight and tomorrow night or whatever. I mean, like sometimes there are times where I go out on a Sunday night, but it's usually kind of like dead wherever I go. So I stopped going out Sunday nights. But you know, during the week it's pretty good to go out. But I think the busiest times at bars and clubs is like Friday and Saturday. I mean, you know, we all know that. Anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing today on this beautiful fall afternoon in Baltimore, Maryland. Uh, Slightly windy, just very temperate. I would say it's probably about no, probably about 65 degrees out here, which is wonderful. I mean, after a hot summer, hot rainy summer, kind of overcast. Anyway, so I'm gonna head into a break, get a little situated, and I'll be right back with you. All right, take care. All right, yeah, we're back again. Again, I'm Ray Talavis, doing my cigar review for the Avo Syncro Nicaragua. Um, gonna go gonna go ahead and cut this cigar, toast it, light it, in a way. Go. Faint tobacco flavor, um, coming off the clipped head of the cigar. Oh, nice, beautiful, strong tobacco flavor coming off the foot. A little fainter, but very nice, delicious tobacco aroma coming off of the wrapper. Kind of windy out here. I mean, the wind just gusted now. I'm trying to toast this Avo. Um, it is what it is, man. You never know when the wind's gonna stop winding or stop blowing. Winding. Okay, I haven't started even drinking very much yet. I'm talking like crazy. Here we go. Hard to see the flame in this daylight. As usual, gonna go ahead and toast the edge of the foot. All right, all right, Mr. Avo, let's dance. Oh, a little, really good, strong tobacco coming off the first puff, first draw. A little bit vegetal, a little bit of vegetal right at the end of it. I mean, some people might not like that, but hey, man, I mean, variety is the spice of life. So, you know, I welcome any kind of agreeable flavor that comes from a cigar. So wonderful. I mean, the one thing about Avo cigars, I mean, like, I probably don't smoke enough of them. I probably smoked maybe about 25 Avos in my lifetime, and that's through 30 years of like smoking cigars. So it's not that many, but maybe more than that. But I mean, that's my estimation. Avo cigars are, to me, it tend to be very unique. I mean, they just have a flavor all to their own. I mean, especially like the Avo Classics, you know, or like the core line Avos. They have like I mean, it's hard to put a finger on that flavor, but it's not like a classic Connecticut flavor, which a lot of their cigars are Connecticut's, or this one's an Ecuadorian Connecticut. But some of them are rosados. I mean, they do once in a while come out with Maduro. Speaking of Maduros, good old Guinness Stout. It's got a chocolatey flavor. It's got like a malty flavor. Goes down creamy and smooth. Gotta love the Guinness. So delicious. Good pairing with coffee and this cigar. Drink some coffee. Oh, this is wonderful. Can't wait to break into the crown. Yeah, I'm getting like some vegetal, a little bit of vegetal flavor towards the end of the draw. Good tobacco, some charcoal. Starting off really well, I think. I mean, because like some people might think that some people say, well, if you got a vegetal flavor, that it's kind of like the cigar needs to like mature a little bit more, maybe get some age on it. I'm not sure if that's the case or whatever, but I don't mind it. It's really, I mean, this cigar is starting off really well. Very unique flavor tasting cigar again, but it's not like the flavor of an Avo Classic or something. It's got like a darker flavor to it. I mean, that might be owed to the Nicaraguan tobacco component of this particular cigar. Like I said, I've never had this cigar, but it's wonderful so far. It's getting really rich, deep tobacco flavor right now. Um, it's just beautiful. This Toro, like I said, is the first one I've smoked of the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. I got it at a local B&M. I got it for like, I think I got it for like $10, and I'm like, Avos generally don't run that low. You know what I mean? I'm not even $10 or $12. I mean, it wasn't over 12, but Avos are generally the pricier, upper pricier kind of like price point for like cigars, and that's why I jumped at it. I was like, damn, I've got to get that. I mean, it's not very often you find Avos in that price range, but this is a wonderful cigar. Getting a lot of rich tobacco, some charcoal, some graphite. Um, just, the flavors change from draw to draw. Excuse my burp. Sometimes it's like just straight rich tobacco flavor. Sometimes it's like rich tobacco flavor with like charcoal and graphite. And sometimes there's a vegetal component to it, but it all kind of like changes from like draw to draw. Yeah, rich tobacco flavor, graphite, charcoal. Um, so when I'm getting into the first third here, just of the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. I did have an Avo Nicaragua Fogata. Um, and I don't think it's the same blend as this because it didn't taste quite the same. It was a good cigar. I don't have particularly the memory of smoking that cigar, but it was a good cigar. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Avo. I mean, Avo, Davidoff. Um, I mean, it's kind of important. The not Nicaragua Syncro because like Davidoff is primarily a Dominican company, and they never really branched out to Nicaragua until a few years ago with the Davidoff uh, Escurio Nicaragua, and now the Alvo Syncro Nicaragua. And no, it's nice because the tobacco blends they make more they make the cigar more interesting if you have like different varietals of tobacco in your cigar. I mean, why not blend the best? I mean, if the best comes from another country, blend it with yours because yours is the best too. So yeah. It's hard. This is such a great cigar. I'm getting like rich tobacco, charcoal. The vegetal part kind of left, and I kind of miss it. Weird to say, but It's just a really it's what I'm primarily getting right now is a rich tobacco, nuanced, deep, complex tobacco with charcoal and graphite. I'm going to drink some more Guinness. That's what I'm getting from this Avo. I'm going to take a break, smoke this thing down into the second third. I'll give you some idea of what I was tasting during the break when I come back. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. The weekend is here now. I hope you guys have some fun out there. You guys are safe, and with all the political, kind of like I guess controversies that are going around with the White House and the confirmation hearings for Judge Kavanaugh and all those things going on. I just hope we can find some kind of peace out here in this day and age, and and find some happiness and safety. All right, y'all take care. I'll be right back at the end of this break. All right, bye. Okay, we're back again into the middle, the second part of this cigar review for the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. About a 5 3/4 by I want to say maybe like a 54 ring gauge. But if you can see the wrapper on this cigar, um, it's an Ecuadorian Connecticut, but this is a very much rosado in color to me. Almost even Habano. Habano being like a darker rosado color. But the flavors are not Connecticut. This is a very deeply rich tobacco flavor coming off the cigar. The aroma is beautiful. Just rich tobacco. Just wonderful. I mean, what I'm getting from this during the break was mostly just deep, rich tobacco with graphite and charcoal intermixed with between the draws. Um, not something I typically associate with a Connecticut wrap cigar. I mean, it's not a typical Avo tasting product. This Avo Nicaragua Syncro. It's to me a typical Avo is like has like a almost like a custard flavor. Very creamy, but also kind of like eggy, kind of custard. And that's the best way I can describe it. I mean, like I said before, avos in general, like the general avo, a lot of avos have that characteristic, but this particular avo has a much richer tobacco flavor. Like I said, the typical avo, the one that have a paler Connecticut color, um, it's just a unique flavor that you don't find very often, and that I associate with avos, but that kind of like custardy, kind of like creamy flavor. Very different, not very different, but different from like say even Davidoff, which is its parent company. Um, Davidoffs have a nice tobacco flavor, um, but it's different from the Davidoff flavor. It's Avos are unto themselves in terms of flavor, as far as I'm concerned. But this is not your typical Avo, though. This is more of a darker, rich tobacco flavor with graphite, charcoal, and sometimes like sweet bread and Irish brown bread. Flavors that I associate with like darker cigars, not necessarily like a light Connecticut. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink some Crown. Add some Crown Royal to the mix to this review. Love this Crown. It's Canadian blended whiskey. Created for a state visit by the Queen of England, I believe, in the 70s. Has to be the Queen of England because it's not the King because the Queen's going on 90, and the visit was in the 70s by the Queen of England. I would imagine it was the Queen of England. Um, and they made Crown Royal for her official state visit, and they decided to go ahead and make a make a make it a regular production. So I'm glad they did. So pour some Crown, add this to the review. Eh, that's not bad. About 1.5 ounces. Um, love Crown Royal. Um, goes well with cigars. It's got that nice rounded caramel flavor. Um, it's getting like a rich tobacco flavor right now. Very spicy too. It's got some nice spice to it. Spice has been there from I forgot I neglected to mention that, but spice has been there from the beginning. Very spicy. I mean, well, that's typical of like Nicaraguan tobacco. I mean, if a cigar has Nicaraguan tobacco, it tends to be spicy anyway. So, I mean, I think Nicaragua. To be fair, I think Nicaraguan tobacco has spice associated to it more than like any other tobacco, be it Dominican, Honduran, or Mexican, or Jamaican, or Ecuadorian. Nicaraguans just tend to be more spicy. So, here's some Crown. Here's to you. The weekend is here. Smoking a beautiful Avo Syncro Nicaragua, drinking with some Crown Royal. Here's to all you hard workers out there. The weekend is here. Time to party hard. Try to forget what's going on in the political arena in the United States of America. Forget about all that stuff and just enjoy the weekend. Here's to you. Cheers. Mm. Just a. I want to say this is like cowboy whiskey because, like, it's not very subtle. It's not subtle in the way that like maybe some other American whiskeys are, or maybe Japanese whiskey. It's pretty much up front with the fire and the strong caramel notes. Yeah, it's for hardy folk, I guess, but I don't care. I mean, whatever. If you want to drink it. That's always been my attitude. If you want to do it, do it. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody tell you, oh, don't do it. Just like if you think it's what you want to do. I mean, my advice is do it. That's the way it's always been. It's a rich, deep tobacco flavor with graphite, pentyl lead, charcoal. It's a very complex smoke. I mean, I want to say that this is full body, full flavor. Um, you know, this is not a gentle cigar. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a powerhouse by any means. Not the way that, say, a Tatuaje Black Label is, or some other cigars like, say, the La Gloria Cubana Serie R or an Opus. But it's powerful refinement. I think very nice. I think it's not a powerhouse. That was pretty strong. Strong. It's a full body plus. Full strength, full flavor, just spicy tobacco, charcoal. Wonderful. Goes well with this. They have very similar flavors because there's some caramel to this, and there's some caramel to the Crown Royal. I'm not that drunk. Crown Royal. Mm, wonderful pairing. Yeah, so it's the weekend, I mean, time to have fun. I'm telling you, this is a. I love cigars. You know what I mean? This is just an A plus cigar. I mean, I can't ask anything more from this cigar. It's just a beautiful, beautiful kind of like just a steady beauty. You know what I mean? It's just like giving you what you want. And I mean, like, who wouldn't want a girlfriend? You know what I mean? Like, that just gives you what you want. You know what I mean? I mean, because I'm the kind of person who gives you what you want too. So I mean, I'm kind of single right now. I'm divorced, but I'm single right now, and I'm the kind of person who would just, if I was in a relationship, would give the girl, you know, what she wants. I mean, why not? I mean, that's the kind of person I am anyway. So, but this is like a wonderful girlfriend. Just gives you what you want, man. It's really, the flavor in the body just keeps getting stronger. It's very spicy, very spicy. Some really serious like charcoal right now, but a rich tobacco. You know, it's just getting stronger, which is what I expect. Though I mean, we're at the midway point. And it's just getting, the flavor and the strength and the body is just ramping up. It's like taking a beating, I mean, a beating that you love. I mean, I've said that before. It's like sometimes when you smoke a really good cigar, it's like assault and battery. It's like that cigar assaults your senses and your mouth and your tongue and your palate, and heavy smoke just like, it's like a beating, but a beating you love. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not a sadomasochist or whatever. I mean, I haven't really delved into that fringe society kind of like thing, but that's my metaphor for like really strong, powerful cigars that they can really give you a beating sometimes. But hey, I love it. Whatever. So, drinking some Crown. Starting off the weekend right. It's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Baltimore, Maryland. Probably gonna head out tonight, have a good time. Um, just starting the weekend right. Drinking some Crown, smoking the Avo Syncro Nicaragua, Toro, Tubo, came in a tube. Um, that's the tube. What a beautiful tube too. I mean, like the production values for this cigar is just amazing. I mean, to manufacture this beautiful smoke, put it in that um, pressed box pressed tube, because it is a box pressed cigar if you don't know. Um, I mean, I got it for like $10 or $12. You know what I mean? I mean, when I saw that price for an Avo product, I was like, damn, I should have bought like five of those. But it is what it is, man. Whoa, seems like the old cigar went out. Too much talking. Um, gonna drink some coffee. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Like relight the cigar. I don't blame it on the cigar. I've been talking too much. So I would take a break. We'll light the cigar, relight the cigar, smoke it down to the last third, and we'll head into the last segment of this review of the uh, Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. Um, and I'll be right back. You all take care. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll be right back. Hey, back again into the last segment of the cigar review for the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro, about a 5 3/4 by 54 ring gauge box press cigar. Uh, man, I'm telling you, during the break I was smoking this cigar, I was getting like just rich, deep, complex tobacco flavor. Is pretty much like the main component of what I was tasting. I mean, by complex, rich tobacco flavor, I mean like the tobacco flavor is nuanced. I mean, there's like varying gradations of tobacco flavor from strong to like milder, and it's all kind of like just hitting your mouth in varying degrees. Also, I'm getting some brown bread, some sweet bread. Leather was introduced, strong leather component, which I love. Really strong leather there. Really strong leather there. Charcoal. I'm getting charcoal too, which kind of like cuts through the richness of the tobacco flavor. So it's a very well balanced, full flavor, full body, full strength cigar. I mean, like flavors that and characteristics that I don't necessarily relate to Connecticut's, and this is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrap cigar. I mean, the binder and the filler might be like influencing, the flavor components of this cigar. I mean, but the thing is, though, the wrapper is not necessarily a Connecticut-looking wrapper, even though it's an Ecuadorian Connecticut. Looks more like a Habano or dark Rosado kind of like a wrapper. I'm drinking this with some Crown. It's the weekend, so you may as well kick it off right. It's around 3:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. Thinking about going out tonight, kicking off the weekend right with a beautiful cigar and some great libations. Hoping you all have a wonderful weekend too. Um, I just hope you have a wonderful weekend, have some fun, be safe, and kind of like divert your attention away from like what's going on politically in this country. There's so many controversies with the Supreme Court confirmation hearings and the allegations against Judge Kavanaugh, and also following the special investigation against President Trump concerning the Russia collusion allegations. It's just a whirlwind of things that are going around politically in this country right now. And but it's the weekend, so maybe we can all forget about it until Monday or whatever. But it's hard to turn off, like whatever cable network that you're watching. It's hard to turn it off. I mean, I'm just the same kind of like I'm the same kind of like culprit in watching these news networks and their coverage of like what's going on politically. So, but it's a lot happening right now. So hard to like turn it off. Sometimes you want to catch like what's going on or whatever. But anyway, enjoying this cigar tremendously. We're into the final third, as you can tell. It's gonna be a sad farewell to this cigar. This has just been a wonderful experience. I mean, like I don't know. It's hard to say. Like what's the best cigar experience you ever had? I've had so many. You know what I mean? That they all kind of like wash out in the wash or whatever. But this is definitely. I mean, this is the first time I've smoked this particular cigar, which is the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. I tell you that I'll probably buy some more, especially at $10 to $12. I will buy some more. Um, you know, the, I mean, like when you're in the moment of smoking a great cigar, you're like, it's hard to remember like better experiences. So, I mean, I have to like preface that by saying that I've had many, many, many great experiences with cigars, especially in this series of cigar reviews. You can tell by the number of positive reviews I've had. I've had some negative ones too. I mean, most notably the Fuente Fuente Forbidden X. I mean, that was quite a letdown smoking that cigar, but and I wasn't expecting it because you would think that as a 20th anniversary Forbidden X, if consistency would be like the highest priority for Fuente, and being it one of their best cigars, you would think that they would make it a great cigar. But I've had two, and that one was just a failing grade. So, but I mean, back to this cigar. I hate to put that put that in perspective. It's a great cigar. Just, I mean, like, the one main characteristic of the cigar is the rich, nuanced, complex, powerful tobacco flavors in this cigar. So, drinking some Crown. Basically, finishing this cigar, the Avo. Um, so I'll go ahead and summarize my experience with this particular cigar during this review, the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. Um, the main characteristic is just rich, strong, complex tobacco flavor with charcoal, graphite, rich sweet bread, brown bread, and leather. Um, if that's what you like, I suggest you pick up a stick and try it. You know what I mean? If that's what you like, pick up a Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro or whatever, and see if you like it. I love it. Anyway, that's my summary of the tasting profile of what my experience with this particular stick, the Avo Syncro Nicaragua Toro. One more final tasting note. Just rich tobacco flavor right now, and a little bit of graphite and charcoal. Also, as far as construction was concerned with this cigar, draw has been like A plus. The draw has been A plus. I had to touch it up a couple times, but it's been windy out here, like I said earlier in the review. So I don't really say that it's the cigar itself. Anyway, my recommendation is 5 out of 5 stars. I can't recommend this high enough. I recommend that you pick up a stick, try it for yourself, and I hope you enjoy it. Drinking it with some Crown. Just wonderful, rich tobacco flavor. Anyway, I'm gonna end this the way I usually end my reviews. Um, Here's to you guys. Um, I wish you all the best, good health, good wealth, good fortune, good friends, and family. Cheers. Take care out there. I hope you guys have a happy, safe weekend, and I hope to see you again. All right. Take care.